How's it going, everybody? Jake here with Stolen Potential. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing okay. Today we're going to be catching up on the festival lore that happened while I was gone, honeymooning and getting married. Speaking of getting married, we have a couple special guests. We have my wife, Julia, and our cat, Milo. Out of focus, but they're there, I promise. Hold on. There we go. Say hi. I don't know if you could pick up on that, but yeah, it was a good time. We got married in Ireland, and we're back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're gonna be talking about festival lore. I announced it on my Instagram, talked about it here on YouTube. And so basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be streaming some of my favorite content creators of 21 Pilots that are actively posting content about them. We're going to be talking about the festival lore, videos from Dima, JL Anderson, and Patience. And we're just going to go over what I missed and all the stuff that I need to be filled in on. I watched a couple episodes or a couple videos while I was gone, but was really trying to obviously stay present while gone. So we're going to learn about all this together. Lynette Smith, hello. Joe, hello. How are you doing? Moon Wolf, thank you. And Moon Wolf says hello, Julia and Milo. So they're he has a wandering soul. He likes to wander around. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you again for stopping by. We're gonna check out this first video, like I said, by Dima, and we're gonna see how it goes. So basically, this video, I'm like a minute in because I was doing tests. We're gonna see how this goes. Because this is text-based, I might skip around a little bit. But like I said, we're catching up on the festival lore. There's a lot of stuff. I need to learn about. So here we go. Let's check out this first one. And let me know if it's like too loud. Audio levels are okay. We did a test stream yesterday. Milo is just a black cat. I don't know what breed. He's from a shelter. But he's super sweet. Gotta love him. He actually, fun fact, loves me now more than Julia, who had him before we met. It's pretty great. Okay. So audio's fine. Okay, I know I'm a bit late, but I have a good reason holding back. Made a bit of news. Okay, so I heard about this. So basically, during the shows, Tyler's black blurry face paint was like spreading. It was really interesting because there was like, it was changing from festival to festival, and there was some minimal paint the first show, and then it grew the second show, and then he full on transitioned to like a gray shirt on the third show. So that's all I know so far. And I think there's like some comparisons with Clancy and all that stuff. Shatter expectations, disrupting. Okay, so there was a pattern, firmly established, and might be a little bit too big, so I might want to shrink myself here real fast. How's that? It's probably better. Okay, audio's all good. Thank you, Moon Wolf. So, oh, right. Okay, so I did hear about this too. So there was like a point where we were kind of talking about and speculating about the shirts, and Dr. Blum just goes out and says, I think it's a normal shirt. Zoom, bear in mind that he's underneath. Okay. Just going to skip 5-minute increments. We don't have to worry about the gray shirt. Okay. Paint pattern that seems to be receding. So basically, there's like a fight between Blurryface and Tyler. We obviously must take into consideration that the point... likely applied after you put the... Okay. So basically draw your own conclusion as to that. Let me see here if the paint is truly pattern declining. This gives one. But I also saw that it was like spreading too. So black paint is the symbol of insecurity. He's a blurry face. He is finally free from their control. He is in the process of going through metamorphosis to change into a bandito fully. Someone who is liberated. Pretty sure that's what it says. Yep. So basically, we thought it was receding, but I think this was made pretty early in the festival shows, maybe after the third show. So during shows 4, 5, and 6, it got a little wacky. Death drop. Oh, I also saw this. So Tyler, and I posted about this on my Instagram. Tyler like did his death drop that he usually does in the show, but then basically another I don't know his name off the top of my head, but another band member came over and like did the defibrillator thing on him and revived him. So it's kind of like indicating that he's Clancy in this moment and he's being revived. So here we go. And also I want to point out as well, let me see, I'm not sure if I can pull up the what's it called, the photo, but basically if you remember, during the Trench album cycle, there was a very similar outline of Tyler laying like this in one of the DMA.org website updates, and it turned out to be a still from the music video of Jumpsuit. Milo is crawling all over. And so this reminded me a lot of that, where he is laying down, and I feel like it's very intentional, like the camera setup, his body position, and everything like that. So it's very similar to how Clancy/Tyler was lying in the Jumpsuit music video. So like I said, defib. I think he tries 3 times. Nothing. Striking out. Cool. JL Anderson, welcome. Welcome, my friend. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to be reacting to a couple of your videos soon. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. So music has the power to defeat the bishops. Heavy Dirty Soul is a song. Okay. So basically, it's kind of drawing the comparison that Tyler is Clancy or Clancy is Tyler in the live stream or in the festival shows. Bring Tyler back to life. We know the bishops endorse silence music propaganda. It can imply that this is how the Banditos managed to wake up the people of Dima to the reality of vitalism and the bishops in the next era. This is what I'm thinking it is. A lot of people pointed out that the way Tyler's laying down is reminiscent of the photo. See, I said that. It also mirrors the beginning of Jumpsuit. Oh my gosh, look! I haven't seen this video yet, and yet I pointed this out like 2 minutes ago. So basically, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like this comparison fully. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. This comparison fully symbolizes the correspondence and correlation between Tyler and Clancy. So I'm almost positive that they're one and the same. Literally. Brought back. Soul transfer. This could seize during the events. Jumpsuit. Hence why he's stumbling and constantly falling asleep in the music video. As a result, this links to the identity. And also, if we remember, Clancy in the letters talks about how it's like an out-of-body experience that he views this whole scenario through. So it's kind of pointing to the fact that he is Clancy. And Tyler is Clancy. Clancy is Tyler. I love this song. Tyler is also a vacant vessel. Actually, a vacant vessel that has Clancy's soul inside. Interesting. I haven't heard of that take. I'm trying to figure out the best position here. Transferred into, okay. So what do you guys think? I wanna hear what your guys' standpoint is with these 3 theories. Is it the fact that Tyler is Clancy? Or is it symbolizing like the Banditos waking up the citizens of Dima? Or is it the fact that Tyler is a vacant soul or vessel for Clancy's soul? Critical of that last theory. Yeah, I feel like that's a stretch. It's a big stretch. But I really want to know what you guys think. Put your ideas in the comments, because I'm leaning towards number 2. But we'll see. Finally, probably waiting for either at the end of this year, beginning of next year. Oh man, I hope it's this year. I hope it's this year. Okay, hold on. Let's break this down. Hope you guys enjoyed the stay. Latin America. We go back in 2024, but also that means like touring in 2024, because usually like the album comes out and then a month goes by, and then they start touring maybe even 2 months later. So Moonwolf, I agree. I think Tyler is Clancy, and Clancy's Tyler. I feel like it's pretty obvious with especially with the outside music video and the letters. Zero, I agree. I don't even think years from now Tyler will explain it to us. I think honestly, when the new album comes out, he'll be very transparent with the direction. He said he wants to do like a comic book line. So I really want to see that. Or at least a graphic novel. And if we go to like my Instagram, if you guys pull up my Instagram, one of my most liked posts has over like, I don't know, 1,000 posts or 1,000 likes, hundreds of comments, and it was a fan art of what the Dima book can look like with all the lore. Almost like, if you guys know Spiderwick, is it called Spiderwick Chronicles? Does anyone know Spiderwick Chronicles? It was like as if like goblins and elves and stuff were real in the real life world, but it had like really detailed depictions of all the creatures in the world and like how they live and what their lives are like. Almost like what's it called, that Harry Potter spinoff, Fantastical Beasts or Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It was almost like a book like that. That'd be cool if they did that in the Dima universe, like breaking down the citizens of Dima, the bishops, and then also like the creatures of Dima that we don't necessarily see in the world and in the music videos, but you can detail that and really do a crazy world building, like what the weather is like. He's mentioned he knows what the weather is like and everything. That'd be really cool. I thought I heard movie. Yeah, I think Zane Lowe mentioned doing a movie or a spinoff show or something like that. I do remember the movie coming out, the Spiderwick Chronicles. Yeah, there was a book series that was based off of. Jaylee Anderson, Tyler is Clancy. That's my go-to, and I think Dima made made that make sense to me, and I'm wanting for them to make a video on it. Yeah, there has to be like a music video in the next album cycle that details Clancy's identity. But like I said, I think in the outside music video, I made it very clear that Tyler is Clancy, and also in the letters as well. We not be touring. Interesting. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it for that video. We're gonna go ahead and skip along here. Space Cowboy 2024 confirmed. Julia loved that bit, huh? She laughed at me for doing Space Cowboy. She's like, this is so stupid. I'm like, that's the point. It's an April Fool's video. But then also someone DM'd me on Instagram connecting all of the like space references, like March to the Sea, they're marching to a UFO. And then also I think in Forest there it says they're gonna build a rocket ship. So there's some actual connections out there if you really want to make that stretch to space cowboys entering the Dima universe. Yeah, but ending off that topic of conversation, we definitely need a book. Like we need a graphic novel-esque project that is official by 21 Pilots once all these music videos and albums are out. Okay, so 6 Festival during the date so far, Tyler has been seen on his hands. T-shirt amounts totally thought was oh, I'm covering up the text here. Let's see if let me put it up here. See if that works. So they're doing 6 festival dates. Mentioned night 2 and 1. Patterns seem to be declining, but then all of a sudden, see, so Blurry Face Control. This is night 1, then it diminishes night 2, and then night 3 they have a gray T-shirt. So like this, but it's still prevalent that there's the marks here. Night 4, however, so this is new. We had a large change. The blurry face paint spread once again, now even climbing up Tyler's arms. And now we have a pattern of the paint increasing. And I think Jaylee Anderson made a video of this. We're going to react to that pretty soon. But he has these markings here as well. So fluctuation, increasing, decreasing could likely represent a battle between Tyler and Blurryface. Neither side is winning. Again, the album ending in truce. The next final album of the Dima storyline ending in truce. It's a constant struggle back and forth. That makes the most sense to me. Likely hint towards the next theme of the era. Blurryface implying no one will win. And they'll, okay, exactly. And they'll remain locked in a power struggle. The pain increasing. It could be trying to seize control. That makes sense too. Again, this could reference the theme of the next era. Maybe Tyler can beat the Bishops. Motivate and inspire. So rather than defeating Blurryface, which they try to do in Blurryface, or running away, which they try to do in Trench, ignoring them, Psy, he learns to accept them. And then again, it causes the whole thing to restart the cycle, which why purple makes sense, because it's a color cycle. You're just going around the color cycle, just like you're doing with the mental health. So that makes the most sense to me thematically. I mean, again, if they don't do purple, that would make absolutely no sense to me. I would be so confused. But like, guys, you had the perfect layup to like finish off this such a cool thematic conclusion. All right, I think this is just a minute-long video. They wanted to talk about, Dima wanted to talk about color confirmation. This is regarding the t-shirt Tyler wore at Lollapalooza. Many members in the clique have also noted the pattern. If true, can tell us of the next era color. Okay, so look at all the, oh, I did see this on Twitter actually. Look at the colors of his shirts. It's Vessel, Blurryface, and then Trench. So white for Vessel, black for Blurryface, green for Trench. As mentioned in the tweet, each t-shirt corresponds to the next era, album era. 2 more shows to go. We can get a blue shirt for Skill and Icy. And then we can have a confirmation that the next color is worn and the last show will be our next era color. So if you wore a purple shirt, again, you guys are in the future. Oh, my camera cut out. Let's see. There we go. So we're going to see if that actually wound up being the case. I'm not entirely sure. All right, I'm going to catch up on a couple of these comments here before moving forward. Let's see. Had a random video where they had spacesuits. Oh yeah, they did have a spacesuit video. They also were in like jumpsuit, like tracksuits during the Vessel era. There was like a blue one and a red one. So Lynette, yes. So Blurryface is consuming Tyler throughout these shows, is what it seems like. Night 3 looks sweet, TBH. Yeah, I agree. Have to head out to work. Have a great day. Dude, thank you so much, JL Anderson. I'm going to leave this live stream live if you want to watch it afterwards, or I'm going to leave it up, but I hope it goes well. Let's see here. Interesting. Okay. So we're going to get into more of these nitty gritties. And then we're going to go off to JL Anderson's videos right after this. MTV Unplugged. Oh, wait. Tyler Joseph updates his profile. Oh, yeah. So I did see that these were leaked. Now we know, we have full confirmation of what it looks like and everything like that. I pre-ordered this. You guys should as well. The vinyl. I'm super stoked about it. Merch looks cool. It's not really my thing, but I do. This one is really cool. I like this a lot. I love this, the fire logo too. Did anyone buy any of this? I'm really curious. What's up, random guy? Hope all is well today. Set to officially release on April 28th. Oh, I want it sooner than that, but. Okay, Tyler changed Instagram profile photo. So let's see where it is. Change his profile to promote. Okay. So yeah, this is his new profile pic. It looks actually pretty sweet. Yeah, not much to say about it. It's really good work of art, and he changed it because a fan basically tagged him. Red eyes. So it basically reinforces that like Blurryface is back in a way, which we already knew. Bishops intend to seize Tyler again, also hinting that the Banditos won't fully win the next era ends at a truce. We'll see. All right, I think I did watch this. We have the final update on the 6 concerts. We had a heavy Psy theme with the Psy glasses worn and Josh wearing a choker. So these weren't present, if I'm understanding correctly, these weren't present in the first 4 shows, these glasses. Blurry face paint also increased, which makes sense, again, because night 1 was Vessel, night 2 is Blurry face, then we got Trench, night 4, was it night 2 we got Vessel, night 3 we got Blurry face, night 4 we got Trench, night 5, this was Skeleton Icy, so it makes sense that there is like heavy Skeleton Icy themes within this music, or this show. We had the glasses and the choker top, and then also Blurry faces just like spread like crazy. Also, do we know if these the Skeleton Icy era confetti was used for all the shows? Let me know. I ordered the Cello Felina shirt. That shirt is awesome. What's up, whatever, bro? Connor, welcome in. Peter says, releasing next week. I hope so. I'm here to hang out with you guys. I personally don't think there's anything lore related on the festivals. I disagree. I mean, I think we're going to get into a little bit more, and Jailer Anderson is going to break it down a little bit more, but I think there are some lore implications, but let's see. I could be wrong too, but okay. Also, yep, these are usually, I believe this is a red light typically. Is that what Dima said? Oh no, I just skipped the wrong way. Okay, let's get back to what we were talking about. Yeah, the lights are normally red, but the lighting was changed to blue, signifying how Tyler was defeated in the Skeleton Icy era by the Bishops. Night 5 had Skeleton Icy theme, which is continuing the theory that each concert represented an album that reinforced the idea that Tyler was defeated by the Bishops. And moreover, the increase of Blurry face paint implied that the influence of Blurry face is growing. Night 6, April 1st performance. April 1st, I mean, throwback to Space Cowboys, am I right? Did anyone watch my April Fool's video? Julia loved it. Right, Julia? Milo? Milo? They see him. Kind of. He's out of focus. Straight giving a bath on his Having a social cat is the best. I love having a cat that is basically a dog. He like hangs out with us all the time. It's great. I actually managed to tune in and watch the live stream on Facebook. Surprisingly, nothing happened. No red color contacts and blurry face paint seemed to be decreased. Yeah, that's definitely less. But, I mean, for example, though, we've never seen this before. Like, we've never seen the paint on his shirt, from what I remember. We've only seen it really, like, on his neck and hands. We've never seen it, like, bleeding so heavily into his shirt. So it's obvious that this is new. So, Lynette, Noah, glad you guys loved the video. It was really fun. This caused a lot of confusion, especially this blurry face paint themed. Many people speculate this is a random break in the pattern. April Fool's prank. See, you know, Tyler and I, we had a quick chat before this last festival. And we're like, hey, let's do like a crazy April Fool's prank. Go out on stage. Don't do anything, subvert all expectations, and I'll make a YouTube video about Space Cowboys. That conversation definitely happened. Yeah, there's no reason to not believe that happened. Okay. There's a chance that we could receive a lore update in the coming days. However, we have 2 important dates today and April 5th. Uh-oh, today's April 5th. 2 years ago, we received an update from 2 years. April 5th will be the 2 years since DMA.org was terminated by the Bishops. Let's see. Is this new? I think this is... No, this is old. Yeah, this is yeah, 318. So yeah, no new Dima org updates so far, and apparently this was 2 years from the day. I love this image. This is 2 years from the day from when we saw the account be terminated before the Skilled and Icy era. We're almost, isn't it crazy? We're almost 2 years since the Skilled and Icy era started on May 21st, 2021. Of course, it was teased about a month earlier than that in April. Let's see. When did Shy Away come out? Because that was like the night before is when I made the videos and stuff. And then the next day we had a music video. April 7th. So that is insane. Isn't that crazy? 2 years ago? As of in 2 days, it'll be 2 years since this came out. That is absolutely nuts. This, where is it? Like this video here, I posted the night before Shy Away came out. April 6th. So 2 years ago tomorrow, I posted this video about everything we found out about like the first photo. Shy Away and like the updates that they were doing, the sneak peeks. They terminated the account. That's absolutely insane. Oh, Lynette, see ya. I'm sure you're gone by now, but I'm so glad you were tuned in. Yeah, isn't this is crazy? Shy Away 2 years ago. Crazy that Shy was 2. Okay. I'm just catching up on the chat. But anyway, okay, we're on a huge tangent. But basically, this was basically 2 years ago tomorrow. And then Shy Away came out 2 years ago in 2 days. So, but as of now, no new DMA org websites updates. Okay. So now we're at Jail Anderson. So we went through all the DMA org website stuff. Now we're going to talk about Jail Anderson. Jail Anderson. Love this guy. He's no longer in stream, but hopefully he'll be back soon. We're going to just talk about and watch his breakdown and everything like that. But before we do that, how's everyone doing? I want to take a brief intermission. Hope you guys are doing well. I can't believe, oh my gosh, we've already been going almost 30 minutes. That's insane. 40 of you guys. Thank you guys for checking in. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. We're going to do more of these, but I thought it'd be a good opportunity just to do a live stream talking about everything that I missed about the live stream. Festival shows, the 6 festival shows. We watched Dima videos from the YouTube channel Dima. If you haven't followed her yet, please go subscribe. She's great. Now we're going to go over Jail Anderson's content and then Patience at the end. They have a few videos that are really good. Before we get started, before we get back into business, I don't know why I did it like that. I wonder if Milo can... Where are the treats? Can you hand me some treats? Let's see if we can get Milo on the stream. Here, we're gonna go full screen. No, it's okay. Ignore all this stuff. It's movie magic. You thought I was in this like pristine setup? Nope. Our lives are a mess. Give us some grace. We're getting back from our honeymoon. What? It's all of our honeymoon stuff and wedding stuff. We got married in Dublin, Ireland, and we had to pack like suitcases of stuff to get over there. So anyway, this is Milo's favorite treat. It's called Temptations. It's literally Temptations for him. He goes insano style over these. Milo, he's already sniffing these. Look at, he's so cute. Milo. Here, and I've trained him if I snap my fingers. Oh, and he's already here. Come here. Hey, let's say hi to all these. Let's say hi. Here. Milo, I got one right here. 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 Right here. Milo, look. Right here. Milo. Right here. Right here. Get it. Get it. Oh. He's so cute. All right, one more. Milo, come on. Come here. You got to come up here. Come on. Oh. We gotta love Milo. I had to hide him again because he's gonna freak out. Come here. Hey. He's like, he likes being held, but only sometimes. And I don't think this is one of those times. Oh my gosh. Anyone else have cats? I'm typically a dog person, but Julia has a cat before we met, obviously. And I had a cat growing up. I've had both cats and dogs. Oh, he's wanting to go down. I had both cats and dogs. Sorry, Jules. Growing up. But having a cat again is really fun. I missed it. Do you have any thoughts? You gotta talk loud. Thoughts about what? 21 Pilots.
I don't really know artists. And so I was listening to their music without knowing who 21 Pilots was until I met Jake. So.
Also, oh my gosh, Milo does have yellow eyes.
He does. I think he's either a Bombay cat or a domestic short hair. I don't know. The shelter didn't know.
But the fact that he has yellow eyes is lore. 21 Pilots lore confirmed in our cat. Because whenever Tyler is doing the ritual, remember in the outside music video, he got yellow eyes. Do you remember that? Do you know we streamed the outside music video almost, I think, more than a year ago now?
We did?
Yeah, I remember we did a live stream.
We did, you're right.
And yeah, it was pretty cool. That was the last time Julia was on the channel.
Yep, because I don't know anything about 21 Pilots.
Milo is seized right now. He's actually being controlled by the bishops, and they're tuning into our stream. Fearless Concern, welcome. Fearless Concern. Fearless Concern, have you made any videos on the 21 Pilots festivals? If so, I will watch them right here. Sorry, Jules. There we go. All right. Jules is working, and I'm about to head into work after this stream. But just want to say hi to Jules. Milo is at my feet right now. Still yellow eyes, so the bishops are still watching in. Yeah. All right, let's get back to these videos. I just wanted a brief intermission to like show off our cat and Jules. Jules is pretty cool too. She made a face. All right. There we go. We're back. Oh, Milo's back too. I chew my ice. It's such a bad habit. Here. You think he'll just hang out? Oh, he's getting all tangled up. All right. Oh no, he's on the keyboard. He's on the keyboard. You might need to take him. I don't want him to step on my scene changer, which is just my keyboard. All right. Fearless Concern. Well, let me know if you do make any videos. I'd be happy to react to them in the future. I really love live streaming, and I just don't do a lot of it. But now I think I'm going to do more because now I have a setup, and I've learned like OBS, which is like the live streaming program and everything like that. So I'm more equipped to do it. So, okay. JL Anderson, friend of the channel. We got to keep that running and joke alive. This is his first video. Let me know if the audio is too quiet, too loud. Let me know, or not loud enough, because now he's talking and it's not text-based like Dima was putting out. So,
my understanding
audio,
is that it's
good.
representing the bishops stealing the good thoughts. It's
Maybe a little louder.
Good memories. More specifically.
Oh wait.
This off because typically Tyler and Josh
Duo Glass, I do not produce music. I would love to start, but I do not currently.
In fact, Josh wore a different outfit both nights. However, Tyler had a similar shirt again tonight to wear. Again, it looks like that the blurry face paint is draining. It's around his shoulders. It's around his collarbone area. So, is this lore? That would happen twice in a row. I'm leaning towards yes. And if not, we're going to speculate on
I love that.
Because that's just what we do.
Bit louder.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well and hope it continues to go well. Here is the possible lore about the blurry paint shirts.
How's that?
Let's get right into it. Firstly, a quick little refresher. What exactly does the blurry face paint represent? According to Tyler, like blurry face, it represents his insecurities, and specifically what it feels like when his insecurities take the best of him, which is a feeling of suffocation, which is why he paints his throat black, which is why he paints his hands, the stuff that he creates, his piano playing, his bass playing, and the stuff that he sings, all related back to his insecurities.
You can't plan that.
In context of the Dima storyline, take no further look than the jumpsuit music video where we see Nico ride in on his white horse all the way to Tyler, get off his horse, walk up to him, reaches out his hands, and applies that paint to his neck. And then they just walk. They're walking.
All right, we all know this. I think we know what the blurry face paint represents. How many times can we say it?
In the trench era.
Wait, what?
In the paint doesn't fade away, which is why we see even years ago. Maybe this paint doesn't fade away, which is why we see Tyler with it in the blurry face era, in the trench era.
That's max volume, Noah. Hopefully that's okay.
In the scaled in icy era, because that paint doesn't fade away. And it's also an excuse for Tyler to keep doing it because that is kind of his thing. It makes him stand out from every other performer out there. He's the guy with the paint around his hands and his neck. Now, an interesting observation is that on night one, the blurry face paint went all the way down to his sleeves. The sleeves all the way up, back up to his neck. But on night two, it just stayed towards his neck, collarbone area. Tyler, Josh, Mark from
So we talked about that with Dima's videos. It's spread.
Blurry face paint on his shirt. Why? Just why, Tyler? Why were you doing this? Could it be that he's just feeling more insecure about himself, being that it's his first show back since the Brazil show, and he wasn't originally meant to do this? It was meant to go to Blink 182, so he feels a bit more pressure there and putting more blurry face paint on? I don't think that's the case because I know 21 Pilots, they absolutely love performing. And I know a lot of people down in South America and Mexico want to see 21 Pilots because, man, they really miss 21 Pilots. So I don't think Tyler is feeling more insecure. However, I do think that there is something more going on. To me, this is Tyler just drawing more focus to the blurry face paint because we kind of forgot about it, really. We've been caught up in so many other aspects of the lore lately that we kind of forgot about the blurry face paint. We remember started talking about it during the Message Man rituals, but as soon as like we kind of got used to it, we just felt about it. Like it was still there, still a prominent thing, but we just kind of put it on the back burner. And this is possibly Tyler just redrawing attention to it.
That's what I think too. With the trench era, I don't think he did the blurry face paint. And then with Skeld and Icy, it was kind of like not super prevalent, if I remember right. And so, yeah, now he's bringing back, bringing back attention to this because it's like, hey, wow, words right now, bad. but yeah, they're basically reintroducing the idea of Blurryface because we've kind of forgot about him for a while. And by making such a show of it on his shirt and on his neck and everything like that, they're reintroducing the idea and the concept of Blurryface, reminding everybody that, hey, this is still part of the lore. And they're probably prepping us and like getting us ready for this to be a thing in the next era as Tyler's battling the bishops once and for all.
Possibly this whole little 6-show
Tempted by control, controlled by temptation.
run is just drawing more focus back towards the blurry face era, because just take a look at the merch they have on sale.
And the merch is so cool. I wanted this one so bad. This is I don't think I'd ever wear it, but I just want it. Like, I love the design. So I guess the better way to say that is I love the design and I want this on something. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot.
And the One Hook music video.
Oh yeah, this is from like the Heavy Dirty Soul. People are thinking this is the Heavy Dirty Soul music video. It's reminding people that this is still very much part of the lore right now. And again, if the cycle completes and goes around the color wheel, like I said, if you haven't watched my color wheel video, check it out. But if it completes and goes around the color wheel, purple's the next era color, then it returns to Heavy Dirty Soul red. So yeah, we're thinking that that's going to be the thematic conclusion. Milo. Oh, that we were thinking that'll be the thematic conclusion of the era and the end of the story. I know for Sai, Nika was not present during the songwriting sessions, which is why the songs on Sai sounds happier and different from previous music. I wonder if that means the next album will be. Yeah, that would make sense to me. He's going for it, Jules. We can open it, I bet. We can open it a little bit. I don't want our cat to feel tortured. That's fine. Ooh, that is bright. So yeah, I think that holds a lot of water. Sorry, what was I saying? Oh my gosh, I'm getting distracted. Heavily influenced by Blurryface Nico. Yeah, so I think you're right. Because Nico was absent, the song sounded happier, even though it was written by the bishops and it was Psy propaganda. So maybe that Tyler is now under control of the bishops once again for this last album, indicated by the festival shows and future music videos. The songs will go back to being darker and heavier and brooding once again.
Death inspires me like a dog inspires.
And yeah, Trench Font is back as well. Trench Font, yep.
On the back, which were all first reintroduced in the Blurry Face era. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. And you have what looks like a screenshot of the Heavy Dirty Soul music video.
I'm going to skip a little bit forward.
Back to Heavy Dirty Soul.
Yep.
Yep. There in the back of your mind. That cycle is going to continue. And to break the cycle in half ultimately is for the bishops to win, which is not good, considering what the bishops want. I'm not a botanist, I'm a musician.
I think that's pretty much it.
As we last saw on the Ice Tour,
so yeah, basically
now, so the bishops can't have any control over Tyler or Josh at all. It doesn't make sense for them to, and I can't really think of any other explanation than it's Tyler just drawing more attention to the Blurry Face era. I guess
agree.
You can say that it's just Tyler swallowing his pride, I guess. But then if you're swallowing his pride, wouldn't that
we
just
got
go
a couple
down
more
towards
videos to
his
go.
Stomach, or him just refocusing it on other parts of
I think we're
going
to just skip through a few of them because we're getting reiterated music or information. But basically, everyone... The general consensus is that Blurryface is back to spreading, and it's his influence is going to be on the next album.
Depending on when you're watching this, how's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good day today. Hope today's going well, and hope it continues to go well. We're doing things on the phone today.
Dima, welcome in. We went through all your videos already. But now I'm going through Justin's, and we're watching basically what the consensus is on the lore implications of the shows. We've noticed the trench fought is returning. That's obvious. We are noticing the lore festival. What's it called? The merch is Heavy Dirty Soul inspired, and the Blurry Face paint is spreading, which means that Blurry Face's influence will be on the next album. So very excited. Very excited to see.
Do a full video on the GoPro and edit it all down. Also, I was busy watching the third night of 21 Pilots.
We're gonna skip because I think he's reiterating what Demo was saying about how we have the gray shirt, and then Dr. Blum basically confirmed that it was just a shirt, but we'll see.
See him. Helpful people? Yep, those are the banditos in this situation, as well as the Cyban. We'll go with that because they're helping the boys out at very, very last minute. In terms of the Dema lore, this could possibly represent the unity
Psychologic, I agree.
With your mental health struggles of learning to,
which is why I'm so excited for the music to go back to the dark and heavy stuff in terms of like sonics, like the sound of the music, because it was Skilled and Icy was Tyler's confirmed the opposite end of the pendulum, where Trench was on the dark end, and then it swung around to the bright and cheery end. But he said that whenever they make an album, they swing back to the other side twice as hard. And so now that we've had that bright and cheery, they're going to double down on the dark stuff with that type of music. And that music is just more up my alley than Skilled and Icy. Even though I love the Skilled and Icy project, I am excited to see them build off of what they were building towards in Trench.
Live with your bishops, as well as shaking hands with the dark parts of your thoughts. We'll go with that. And going with a theory that a lot of people have.
Okay, and Noah, like you said, it has the best Skilled and Icy, I agree, has really good lore. That's what I liked the most about Skilled and Icy. Trench had the best music in my personal opinion, but then Skilled and Icy had really cool lore, especially around the outside music video. I do not have a Discord. Maybe I should start one. Honestly, I am so unfamiliar with Discord. I don't even know how that works, but maybe we could check it out.
In a truce where neither the banditos are going to win, because that's not how mental health works, and the bishop scenario has been low. But
so I think he's just reiterating.
It's not the emotional roadshow. They're there with other people with casual fans.
So we're gonna go to the next video.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
What was that? Was that some? Did something crash? Oh, that's the video.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching.
It's like lightning, thunder.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day is going well and hope it continues to go well. We have a development in the Tyler Joseph Blurry paint shirt because we're all confused by it. And, well, yeah, I think it's just a shirt. Thank you, Mr. Dr. Jesse. Well, that is greatly appreciated.
I love how it's just like a shirt.
It looks like that there is nothing to freak out over, and Tyler's shirt is just a shirt, like many people have speculated out there. All fun, all dandy. I really hope that they are enjoying their day off from shows.
Good to know. Just a shirt.
One of my favorite 21 Pilots songs to hear live is Heavy Dirty Soul. It's one of my favorite
Let's just
songs
check the
off Blurry Face.
chapters.
The studio version is amazing, but it's on a different
And yes, I
level
did
when you
pre-order
hear
the
it live,
vinyl.
because you can hear how heavy it is. You can feel how heavy it is, and Tyler gives it his all by doing the scream.
Here's the lore.
Columbia. Now, an interesting parallel that I see a lot of people make with Tyler laying
I always
down
appreciate
after the
Justin's
Heavy Dirty
music.
Soul sequence before he gets revived is that
So
it looks
vibey.
an awful lot like one of the files uploaded by Clancy. Specifically, if you open your Clancy Journal hymnals and turn to 01807 Moon 08, you will find this image right here.
Yup,
Of course, this is a
yup,
still from
yup.
Tyler in
I'm
the
telling
Juicy
ya,
music
this
video
is so
where he is
intentional.
playing
Look at
the
this.
ravine and
This is so
yeah,
intentional.
You definitely see the resemblance in both of these, and this has been making the rounds. But I don't think a lot of people have noticed that when Tyler gets revived, He just sits straight up, like he's the Undertaker. Just sits right up, and in the jumpsuit music video,
And he's
what
like
does
happy
Tyler
about
do?
it.
He just sits straight up
Yep.
as well. It's almost as if they're playing into the fact that these two music videos happen right after
Yep.
each other.
Yep.
One of the things that I thought of when I first saw this was that somehow it was tied into what we see in the outside music video with Ned's horns. The people being able to seize empty vessels. Like how we saw Tyler seize the empty vessel of Keon's, or how Keon's, when alive, sees the empty vessel of Trash the Dragon. And how in the live stream experience we saw Sakarva and Lisden seize the empty vessels of Dan and Sally. That's right, they were not alive, they were in fact dead.
Yeah, isn't that crazy that in the live stream, they are dead. These are dead bodies decomposing, and they're being controlled by the bishops. Like, no one saw that coming. We literally thought that they were just the bishops in their true form. Nope, these are dead bodies. How gross is that? And if you want more information on why they're dead bodies and the bishop's purpose behind using dead bodies from the citizens of Dima that committed vialism, you should watch Dima's video on vialism. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. This video right here. Check it out. This is such a good video. I plugged it. I try to plug it all over the place. And then this video is also really, really good. But if you want to know about the dead bodies thing and why they're dead bodies, check that out. It's pretty nuts. Crazy implications. Okay.
We saw him decay before our very eyes, showing that, yeah, these guys
Yeah, just
aren't
like my cat.
alive. Basically, if we see glowing yellow eyes, that means that someone, an empty vessel, is being seized, or someone is seizing an empty vessel, only exception being Tyler's red eyes, because he's the only alive vessel that can be seized, according to Mark from Real Bear Media, who's the person who knows the most about the lore outside of Tyler and Josh. The reason why I bring all this up is because we don't see that happen when Todd's doing this. This is a
Yes. Isn't that crazy? Oh, I just bumped into the mic. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, fearless concern. Exactly. They want you back in one piece so they can literally take over your body. Ugh. Gross. Oh no. What did I just do? Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, they literally want you in one piece so they can better utilize your body so it'll last longer. That is gross. I kind of love how the possession of dead bodies relates to the Bourbaki group. The Bourbaki group are known for practically being immortal as they keep their members under anonymity. Anonymity? They're anonymous. Yeah, I agree. That is a parallel. So interesting.
revival. And that's the horns don't revive people. We are not putting a spirit back in the
Gosh,
body.
Photo pilots are just so smart.
We are just putting our
They're-
mindset.
I do wonder all the time, like, did Tyler like create, I mean, obviously he had the idea, right? He had the basis of the idea, Dima, the world, but does he have a writing team as well behind him? Like, especially with the social media stuff and the lore, like they have to have a creative team working on that stuff. Like the scavenger hunts, the DMA org websites, and how it's like so well interwoven. They have to have like a whole team. I mean, it's the dedication to it is insane. Anonymity. Oh no. Now you're gonna figure out that I have dyslexia. Anonymity. Oh man, this is bad. I should stop while I'm ahead. I think I said that right. No, I didn't. All right.
taking over.
Hold on. All right, here we go. Once and for all. Can you hear this?
Anonymity.
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 Anonymity. I'm learning a new word.
Anonymity.
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 Last time.
Anonymity.
Anonymity. Okay,
I
we're
saved
done.
my Can You Save My Heavy Dirty Souls and stays down the ground while Josh and sometimes Skylar Cord, the bass player of the side band, will do.
Dima, yeah, I agree. I think when Tyler said that he's pulling ideas from the click, like he really is. Like he's monitoring us like vultures. But yeah, I really do think that he's pulling ideas from the click. I think that's really cool.
The Muscle Man pose, which is pretty cool. And again, as I mentioned earlier, that this
All right, we're
time
gonna skip a
Tyler
little
is running
bit.
Columbia.
Wait, hold on.
As we saw
I
Sakara
skipped.
in hypothetical
I'm so sorry. I
psychedelic,
skipped back.
It couldn't just be the band having fun, because not everything Tyler and Josh do is lore related, especially
Here we go.
thing. And now back to theorizing over it, because it's fun to fantasize. So if it doesn't tie into Ned's horn ability of psychokinesis, which if it does and you have an argument for it, I am open to hear it. I would love to admit that I am wrong, and I would love to hear you guys out, because I love having these discussions and I'm willing and open to everything. And so there's that. But if it doesn't tie into Ned's horns, how can we tie it into? Well, I think that the safest answer is something we already talked about, and that is that it's just a callback to Jumpsuit, and a callback that the Heavy Dirty Soul music video happens before the Jumpsuit music video because of their eerily similarities, like these two pictures, or them setting up like the Undertaker there. Now, the confusing thing about this bit is how the music videos go from Heavy Dirty Soul to Jumpsuit, but set list order, it's Jumpsuit, Heavy Dirty Soul. That one I have not quite figured out. Maybe they're just trying to confuse us, but they do sound pretty good together back to back like that. It's not entirely out of the realm of possibility that all this represents is a revival in spirit, specifically
No, it's
Clancy's
water.
spirit, because oh boy, Clancy's been through a lot. If you just read the journals or listen to the audiobook of the Clancy's journals I have on the channel, and you can definitely...
Oh yeah, let's appreciate that Justin has an audiobook of all the Clancy letters. That's pretty cool. I listened to that, like, was that like a year ago? That's really cool. That's a cool idea.
see all that or hear all that, because in the very early journals, Clancy has this optimism that they will leave Dina
All right.
and they will see what's
Oh,
on
I
the
should keep captions
and
on.
the song On the Line chokes on smoke. Every bishop has their song on Blurryface, and that just happens to be Keon's. And where does Tyler do the death drop? Heavy Dirty Soul. So maybe this is telling us Keon's is going to be revived in the next era in some way, shape, or form.
Interesting.
Whether that, and there's two different scenarios in there. One, you have the idea the Keons could be revived by the bishops, because, I mean, they have 9 districts. One bishop can't run 2. Hey, buddy, we kind of need you to do
Yeah,
your job.
that's something I was thinking too. Like, they have to bring back Keon somehow, and if the cycle truly repeats, Tyler has said he has control of the world, like the demon world, but also who controls Tyler? Nico, Blurryface. So does Blurryface and Nico have the ability to restart the cycle? Like right when the Banditos and Tyler are about to win, they can just restart it. They're like, all right, we're scrapping this timeline. We're restarting the timeline, the multiverse. And we're starting back to Heavy Dirty Soul. Are they going to be the ones that like restart the timeline? Or is it like a decision on Tyler's point to restart and potentially win the next time? You know what I mean? That's a cool theory. I'm wondering if Tyler will have the ability to restart it because he truly does have control of Dima, or if Nico will restart it because Nico has control of Tyler.
Again. And maybe just brainwash overall, or smearing Keons to act like, you know what, that never happened. And scenario number 2, Keons gets revived to help the Banditos and is a turncoat to the other bishops, which I think
They may not bring back Keon strictly, but may replace him and give him then the title like nicknames inspired, just like that. Just links heavily back to how the Bourbaki group operate. Oh, you're right. Because, yeah, the members just got swapped out in real life. Yeah, so maybe they would just bring in another citizen. It is interesting though, like when world building, because I always assumed that the bishops are like there forever, like since the beginning of time, and the banditos were there since the beginning of time. And I know in early theories, Justin talked about how like maybe in the world the bishops rose to power, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see like what direction they take it. Like, are these truly forces, almost supernatural forces that have been in this world operating on like a godlike level, if that makes sense? But or are they just like mortal people? I mean, obviously they're mortal, because one just died. But yeah, we'll see.
We can go into a little deep dive on that theory hole if you guys want to see that one. But the two options of Keon's revival for the bishops, for the banditos. And I'm not just talking about the Ned Horn magic. I'm talking about full spirits back in the
I think that's pretty
physical
much
body
it from that video.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having good days today. Hope it is
I love
long
Justin.
continues to go well. I
What
present
a
to you
wholesome guy.
Match 4 of 21 Pilots, the 6 show run down in South America, as well as in Mexico. And you read the title, you saw the thumbnail, the blurry face paint
Yep.
is spreading. Because we got more on his shoulders, but more crucially, it's going up the sleeve. But before we talk about this, quick little update. 21 Pilots did change the set list last night because they added a song that a lot of people wanted to hear again.
Mulberry Street.
Deep dive, which I'll link down in the description box below. It talks about what the blurry face paint represents as well. But as a little crash course to what's going on, night 1, Tyler wore this shirt where it looked like the blurry face paint is going down his body more towards his sleeves. Night 2, it was only around his collarbone area, and a lot of people started to take notice because Tyler's been doing the blurry face paint for years and it's never been on any of his shirts. Night 3 happened and Tyler wore gray, but you can still see the gray paint around his collarbone area around his neck. And for night 4, we get this. It's more down the shoulders. It's going up the sleeve.
So it truly is like a battle going back and forth. I think that's kind of the vibe that we're getting.
Been there one way or another. And I know a lot of other people have made videos about this topic. I've not had time to watch every single one because this week has just been so insane. I'm recording this before I go work till later on tonight. Like
Also, Justin, you're a maniac. You record videos till like 2 a.m.
tonight. But Dima uploaded a video earlier, and I apologize I've not had a chance to watch that because we go from night 2 having it only down to the sleeves. And the bishops die. They're walking back in the ice, and you get the old kind of.
Yeah, so we're reiterating information. Here we go, though.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off,
See, cycling through past album era. Okay, so yeah, Dima also talked about this. So basically, this is the trench era.
User at user rebel _ right _ 21 asks, what's the next shirt going to be? Is it pink? Is it going to be blue? Because of
Hey, UK Bandito Monkeys, how are you doing? Welcome back, Harley. I'm glad you're tuning in. I'm joined with my wife, Julia, in the background. She's out of focus. And then also our cat has been making the occasional appearance, Milo. Julia, do you have Milo's treats? Okay, they're hidden somewhere. So proud of Justin for having him back. Yeah. Anyway, glad you guys are here. I'm doing well. I'm glad you guys are here. We're watching Justin's videos on the lore that I missed. Sorry if I haven't been talking as much during these ones because Justin is doing the talking in his videos. Dima, I was able to talk a lot more because their videos were a lot more text-based. Although the videos at the end that I'll be watching has a lot more like her talking. I think they represent that Dima lacks novelty or difference in Dima. They told me I'm a copy. I am in full agreement. They're basically like Dima's uniforms. Like how in Nico and the Niners, how they were all wearing that same thing in that cathedral when they were, I'm assuming, about to do Vialism, crafting their gravestones. They were all wearing like dark gray, maybe white colors, but being this in the Psy band under their control, they wanted them all to wear uniforms, something that they couldn't be unique. Like they were not unique from each other. They were all uniforms. They were all uniform wearing uniforms, showing that they don't have an individuality or a personality of themselves. And then they all had that like cross logo that is tattooed here on Tyler. So maybe they're just like showing that they're an extension of Tyler, something like that, backing up Tyler as band members.
Because next would be Scale and Icy for the 5th album, because Tyler doesn't consider regional best a thing. But is it going to be pink? Is it going to be blue? And the following show, what will Tyler wear? What will be the next thing? Will it be white? Will it be black? Will it be purple? Will it be
purple?
Maroon?
I wonder if there were any like
That is the
purple
interesting theory here.
lights that
It makes sense
played.
for Tyler to use the more subtle colors rather than any of the colors you see on the self-title, because you have the whites in there, but you also have the grays in this drawn-in sketch of the saturation leaving this man really slowly underneath this broken lamp with this light bulb coming out. And while we're on self-titled, a lot of people have said
Bully
that
Gene,
of the
I
colors,
will
though,
continue to make
pairs
more
have come from
theories.
here, 'cause you have your blacks, you have your blue,
We're
you
not
have your purple,
done.
You have your yellow and your green.
We have a whole
and
era
the
worth of
idea
content
above his
coming
head
up.
is purple, which could lead to the next era. Not part of this theory, just my own little observation.
Look at that.
Another thing,
Purple.
slight issue I have with this is when I think of Vessel, I mainly think of silver, because just seems to be, at least for me, what to me that's the prominent color. White, of course, is still there. That is a candidate, but my own dumb thing, I think Vessel is silver. But a lot of people can think white too. But that's just me, though. I know I'm dumb. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Let me know your thoughts on this. Shout out to Rebel_Ray_.
Cool. All right.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching this.
Next one.
Stuff. Hope you're having a good day today. Hope day's going well. Hope it continues to go well. We got Tyler Joseph confirming some 21 Pile lore once again by him liking a tweet. So this time, in a tweet that Tyler has liked comes from Shy, who is a...
Oh my gosh, the amount of tweets that Tyler has liked from Shy, confirming lore, seemingly confirming lore, is crazy.
genius mind in terms of the 21 Pilot lore, very active on the Twitter machine, the tweet that Tyler likes. So when Tyler seizes something, his eyes are yellow, but when Tyler is being seized, his eyes are red, which is something I have speculated for quite a bit. If you've been watching this channel, really since, I want to say, October.
Wait, I thought this was confirmed already.
Talked about thanks to Mark from Real Bear Media. Because of this particular Reddit post. The power that comes with Ned's antlers can normally only be used to seize a dead body, which is when we see the yellow eyes. That's why Dan decided to decompose towards the end of the live stream. In order for Trash to be controlled by Keon's distinct submarine, yes, Saturday he was dead. Trash was. But this is what makes Tyler so special. He probably is the only being that can be seized while living, which is why Nico keeps an eye on him. Tyler then could control the now deceased body Keon's attacker from the inside. So basically confirming that Tyler being the only live vessel being seized, that's why the red eyes come in. Which, again, is our tie into the Blurry Face era.
Again, I thought this was already confirmed.
Stressed out towards the end, as well as very local with the red.
No, I don't think Shy's in the know. I think she is just, she tweets so much. Like, she is probably the most committed Click member on Twitter. But she tags Tyler in, like, dozens and dozens of tweets. And he's bound to see them and like them. And he's liked and replied to a definite handful of her stuff. So basically Shy, yeah, it's pronounced SHY, but it's spelled CHEY, I'm pretty sure. But he definitely has finger on the pulse in terms of her content and occasionally likes her stuff. Very interesting.
Nice. So very nice of Tyler to give us confirmation on that. Like I said, the next era of Toyo Pilots is going to be interesting because the Bishops have a pair of horns where they can see.
Oh, I'm playing this at 1.5 speed just so we can get through these a little bit faster. Sorry, I'm conditioned to watching videos at 1.5, sometimes times 2 speed if I'm like trying to catch up on stuff. And sorry if that's too fast. So I'll slow it down a little bit, but I do want to keep it a little bit on the brisker side.
Sees Tyler, and Tyler has a pair of horns as well, the Banditos as a whole, so it's going to be really, really interesting.
Cool.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching this. Going eyes for stuff. Hope you're having a good
Okay,
day.
Blurry Face is back. Interested to see this. This, I think, is on night 5. So we're going to watch Jalen Anderson's night 5 breakdown of the shows.
Hope day's going well.
Red eyes mean that Tyler is currently being controlled by one of the bishops. And yellow eyes means that Tyler is in control of something else. Again, Tyler is the only one that can be controlled while living. Whereas, and that's why he's so valuable in the Dima storyline, whereas all the other citizens of Dima can only be controlled after they have deceased. Been deceased? They are deceased.
It continues to go well. More fireworks are going off. As you see behind me, 21 Pilots just finished show 5 of their 6-show run in South America, as well as Mexico. Tonight they were in Brazil once again for Lollapalooza. And
yeah, Justin's awesome.
Not to be alarmed, but oh boy, this was an interesting show from what I could catch, because, man, Tyler was a very aggressive boy during this. I missed that you are 21 Pilots, so are you part, but the fireworks still going on. But my guy, there it is. There it is.
I guess he was upset.
Yeah, Tyler was a very aggressive boy during the show. Like, he performed with such anger behind him. He was giving a lot of these angry facial expressions, too. Like, different variations of just looking in anger throughout the night. And even during the Shy Away section, he was just standing in the background, hands on his hips. And when he went to the front of the bands, that was the Tyler we saw. Oh, but of course, we have to bring up the blue.
Why was he upset?
Because look at this. It is so far down his shirt. Like, the current war that's going on with Blurryface and Tyler tonight,
yeah, look at
Blurryface was winning tonight because, again, Tyler's demeanor, whole aggressive, a la this. But, of course, Tyler would break character at moments. But that is a lot of paint on his shirt. Now, something that was that on the arms, the Blurryface paint stayed at his wrist area. It did not go up at all. In fact, you could say that it has recessed on his hands by only staying to here. But, yeah, no, the rest of the shirt, though, can't say the same. That definitely spread.
Yeah, let's go to
during
this.
Heathens, which he rarely does. I know for these past shows, he takes the beanie off when Heathens start. I can't remember. No. For the Icy Tour, he wore the skeleton outfit during that. So, yeah, no, this is really, really interesting that the beanie stayed on during Heathens. And also, the ride glasses did make an appearance, I believe, that during Mulberry Street. Second time they've done that this series. So being that we have nods to every single era of 21 Pilots this show, maybe with the exception of self-titled, who knows, but maybe for the very last show, they're going to throw in something that will be crucial, because Tyler wore the Blurryface glasses, he wore a trench-style shirt at the last show, he wore the side glasses this time, so we'll see what he does in the next show, which I'm very excited for.
Next show, let's see.
For the next show in Mexico, camera, can you focus? There we go. For the final 21 Pilot show in this run in Mexico, that Tyler is going to wear Blurryface red contacts. We are going to have
that would have been sick.
And it's interesting because that show
that would have been
exactly
cool.
in 1 week. It's next Saturday, April 1st.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a missed opportunity. Because if Tyler was being controlled for the entirety of Skeleton Icy, he definitely should have worn the red contacts at some point. That would have been so cool. Why didn't you do that? I don't know. Come on. You guys got to hire Justin and Dima and myself and Fearless Concern to help you guys, 21 Pilots. We gotta keep these consistencies going. They should just hire a lore team from the community. That'd be so cool.
During Shy Away, which I thought was pretty era 21 at the last show, he wore the side glasses this time. So we'll see what he does in the next show.
Oh, I was here.
What's going to happen? I mean, hypothetically, if they really wanted to, they have enough time to change the set list and throw in more Blurryface songs if they wanted to. That Red has always been
yeah,
Tyler.
there are blue
However,
lights.
The blue light to me seems new. Thank you for sending to the Discord, Dylan. I don't know if this has always been a thing, because it's kind of hard to tell, especially during these past shows, because we just see lots of red light on Tyler.
Bella, I also had a pair of the ride glasses, and sadly threw them out when moving into this new house. Julia made me do it. Isn't that right, Jules? You wanna take responsibility for making me throw out the glasses? Oh, here. Oh no, I can't see. I need 2 screens. What do you have to say for yourself, Jules? Nothing? You have nothing to say for yourself. She made me throw out my ride glasses and has nothing to say for it. They were so cool. I loved those glasses so much.
During Shy Away, which I thought was pretty interesting. He kept the red beanie on during Heathens, which he rarely does. I know for these past shows, he takes the beanie off when Heathens start. I can't remember.
Why does this
for the
keep
Icy Tour, he wore
weird?
A jumpsuit. Now we know jumpsuit.
Oh, when I hit my key, it goes to the second chapter. I see.
However, the blue
least for this show. Very curious to see what's going to happen for the final show next week.
Yeah, I
Lots of
could have
Blurryface
shipped
pin
him off to
represent that
you,
ongoing war
but
between
Julie made
Tyler
me
and
throw him out.
Blurryface. Bishop was trying to seize Tyler so that way they can get back.
She did.
Tyler's
Okay,
very
she didn't
dangerous
make
right
me do
now.
anything.
Running around
We were
flights
just trying to
for
move
some
space
weird reason.
or make
Mulberry
space.
Street's still on the set list. I think they did all the small things again tonight. The ride glasses are back.
All
They
right,
stayed on.
next show.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope low. But
So there are blue lights. We have that.
during the build up towards that very last course, an eye pops up on the screen, which I've seen a lot of people say this is new. However,
No, this is not
indeed,
new.
those visuals were
Yeah.
used for Bandito Tour.
Yeah,
back
that's
in
not a new thing.
2019 for the fall leg, as well as
See?
visuals of 9 vultures being on the screen. I know people thought, oh, these are new lights, new visuals too, but
No,
it
those
is
are-
Bandito Tour fall leg visuals up on the screen there. And if these were new visuals, I doubt there would be 9 vultures there, because if you count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And this further represents the fact that the bishops use vultures as basically drones. That sounds like a crazy whack job sentence, but again, watch Dima's video on vultures. They literally use dead vultures, they seize them, and they use them to spy on the banditos outside of the walls of Dima, and that's how they locate where the banditos are hiding. That's pretty nuts. But yeah, blue lights are different, but the fact that there are 9 vultures here, and then this was replaced with 9 bishop silhouettes or 8 bishop silhouettes once Keon's died, I think that correlates to the fact that they do use the vultures.
One of them would have to fly away because Keon's is not there. So, hey, Jimmy, fly away, bud. Fly away. So,
I love
nothing
Justin.
new there. Just some old visuals being brought up.
Depending on when you're watching this, how's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good
Blurryface
day.
gone. What was the point?
Go out.
Show
It
6
is
recap.
5:30 in the morning for me right now. Don't worry, it's typical for a Sunday. And 21 Pilots, just a couple, I want to say 2 hours ago, maybe even an hour ago, just finished up their final show in their 6
Whoa,
show
that's
run
close.
down
There-
to South America and Mexico, with them finishing up in Mexico tonight. And you see the boy right here. The Blurryface paint went down, and now I'm confused.
Yes,
by
how they
this
use the
saga.
net antlers,
So the
CP.
full shirt saga recap, in case you missed it. Tyler Night 1, where this shirt looked like the Blurryface paint on his neck was dripping.
My Amazon link is not working. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. Let me see. That's weird. Also, thank you for just checking out my Amazon link. That is awesome. But let me make sure. Let's see. Oh, JL Anderson just uploaded a new video. I gotta check that out. Why is my Amazon link not working? Here, let me see. Amazon? Whoa, weird. Okay. That's bizarre. Thanks for pointing that out. Let me pull it from another video. So there's a new 21. Hold on. Okay, I found the working link. I'm gonna replace it. Also, thank you guys for sticking around for this video. This has been fun. We're nearing kind of the end, but let's see here. Amazon. Oh, I know why I did that. Save. All right, now if you refresh the stream and go back to it, it should be working. Oh shoot, I just closed. Oh no. Oh no, I just closed the tab I was sharing, so I need to redo that. Noah, if you can check my Amazon link, let me know. Yeah, CP, I'm gonna do more of this when 21 Pilots does things in the future with the new era. I'm gonna just hop on a live stream. I'll talk to you guys about it, and then I'll make a video right after that. So that's kind of how I'm gonna do things from now on. Let me see here. Let me see if my stream link is now working. Oh, Lynette pointed that out. Thank you, Lynette. Okay, now it's working. So if you want to check out any of the items that I use in the production of my videos, check out my Amazon stream link. I get a commission off of anything that's purchased using that link. But that's a really great way to support me if you want, and also check out some cool filmmaking / audio / lighting setup equipment. All that stuff I heavily endorse strongly, so you can trust that it's actually quality products. This is the latest thing that I bought in my setup. This mic is incredible. It's linked if you want to check it out. Now I got to get back to that playlist, Laura catch up, and then I have to reshare this link here, and we'll get back to the videos. We're pretty much wrapping up. We're gonna watch a couple more and then we'll be set to go. Let me see here. I think we're back. Cool. For me, the link is not working. You're gonna have to refresh the stream. So you have to refresh your page. The updated link should be there. But yeah, if anyone wants to check out any cool filmmaking stuff, check out that Amazon link. It has all my products that I use for this whole stream, as well as extra lighting stuff that's not currently being used, but I use it in like all my videos. Like this tube light I use in like all my videos. Super cool, super affordable. I think it's like $60, $80, I don't know, but it's very affordable. And then I get a small commission based off of that. Like I said, I have this like hanging in all my videos, like that. Really cool piece of equipment that is very easy to use, very accessible, and I personally endorse it because I use it in like literally every single one of my videos. So
Tyler
all
did
right.
come up on stage wearing this jacket, almost to me similar to a jumpsuit style jumpsuit jacket. And you can look at the eyes. There is no context.
I'm good. You're in class. I know. A lot of people are in class right now.
Quotes that I want to say. The word I was looking for is callbacks. Like I said, it's 5:30 in the morning. I haven't had any.
Gosh, Justin.
With the more blurry
grind
face
does not
callbacks, people
stop.
were expecting Tyler to wear the red contacts, which if you can see, no, just typical.
5 in the morning.
Tyler. Our golden retriever drummer was wearing this bright outfit. Oh boy.
Whoa.
The Ride sunglasses came back during Mulberry Street, and they did the Mulberry Street lights, and it was very fun to see Mexico do that. And then here is both of them from the end of the show saying we are 21 Pilots.
Cool.
So you can see Tyler's outfit.
So wholesome.
If anything at all, this show, the blurry face paints on the hands is super dark compared to usual. Like, that is some really dark paint compared to, I don't know, although that is the most important thing the Blink-182 covers, besides during all
At Work Crew.
Work sucks.
That'll be me in a little bit.
Other than that, yes, he did do the death drop during Heavy Duty Soul. The whole revival process still didn't have any black paint on it. This shirt most likely came in stock like this, and honestly, I kind of want one. But what about the other shirts that Tyler just put this paint on? I mean, the white shirts could be cheapo shirts, but why even bother with this? I think this was giving us something to hold on to. Like, I've seen people say this too, but like, being that we were in this down
Montreal, welcome.
Was really going on. Suddenly, out of the blue, here they are. They're back. I think this was just something to keep us occupied.
Good old PA, Pittsburgh, PA.
And who knows? This could be something down the line that could be something that Tyler will tell us when everything's all over.
I don't know if you're actually in Pittsburgh, but
this was just an elaborate April Fool's Day joke because Tyler is that cruel sometimes. But man, the whole entire thing, this whole saga, we've been talking about this constant struggle with mental health and how it relates to the blurry face paint. Where there's some days where you feel and like the blurry face paint's kind of okay, it's there. Then there are days where you feel better, where it's only relegated.
Taco Cat God. I just actually put that together. I was like, Taco Kagod?
And then you go through
Taco Cat God. That's actually funny.
Then you can feel kind of better the next time, where it's there and you're fine. That could be the story they're telling there, just to keep us occupied. I mean, because there's no Wi-Fi, the Mark from maybe.
All right.
Now that 21 Pilots are done with their 6-show festival run South America and Mexico,
let's watch this video, and then we're going to transition to the last couple fun videos I have in store. Stay tuned.
Inside the Dima storyline, because a lot happened during these shows. Of course, you have the main narrative that everyone has talked about, which is...
Also, this is a disclaimer. If you have not watched these videos, please go and drop a like on Justin's videos, on Dima's videos. I don't want to be taking views or anything or watch time from them. So please support them, subscribe, follow them, all their socials. I know they have Twitter, Dima, and Justin, and then Patience. We're gonna watch one of their videos soon, but please support them. Like my intention is for myself to recap on the lore, but also to highlight these creators because they are doing awesome things, and I wanted to talk about them a lot more.
Tyler in the blurry paint shirt with night 1 being down
Philippines,
to the sleeves, night 2
New
resets him
York.
back to his collarbone.
Yeah, where are you
Night
guys
3 still
from?
there with a
I'm
gray
streaming
shirt.
from
Night
Phoenix,
4 going up the
Arizona.
sleeves and going down a bit more. Night 5, oh my, there's a lot of blurry paint. In night 6, the final show, recessing back upward. You had the whole Tyler death drop and resuscitation during Heavy Dirty Soul, bringing Tyler back to life. On night 5 of these shows, you had a lot of things go on there. You had the Ride sunglasses come back. You had the jumpsuit visuals from Bandito come back, which included a very creepy eye. And they were messing around with the lighting on night 5. And during jumpsuit, instead of Tyler's red light, he was lit by blue. And you had Tyler channel his blurry face side more and perform way more aggressive and just mean mugging everyone. There was a lot of stuff that happened on
He
night
was
5,
like,
even Tyler and
yeah.
Josh coming on stage with
Water
the mask
in a
and
glass.
slick
AZ
sunglasses
gang.
doing their bow as if they were starting
Dallas,
the Takeover
welcome.
/ Icy tour. A lot has
Minnesota.
happened. And my friends, I
One of my
think
good
this is
friends
Tyler
from a
and
couple
Josh
years
giving
ago
us
is
a
from
little
Minnesota, New
appetizer for
Mexico,
what's to come.
Edinburgh, Scotland. Levi, my sister, was just in Scotland, and Edinburgh more specifically. Edinburgh. I don't know the proper Scottish pronunciation, but yeah, she loved it. She spent 6 days there after our wedding in Ireland. And also my best friend Levi, whose also name is Levi, he was actually one of my groomsmen, but he went to Edinburgh with his wife after the wedding. So super cool, right? They went to Edinburgh. Yeah, they went to London too, right? London and
I
Edinburgh.
don't know if they went to Edinburgh. I just know they went to Scotland.
Scotland.
I just don't know where.
Yeah. Well, they were in Scotland, and then my sister was specifically in Edinburgh for 6 days and loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when
Oh my gosh. Taco Cat God, you're also Scottish. We have, how many Scottish people do we have in the chat right now? New York gang, Pittsburgh, nope, Philadelphia, Philly, Lancaster. I know Lancaster. I'm short, ginger, so people think I'm Irish, and also a leprechaun. I'm heavily Irish and German, but mostly, I mean, my hair is gets pretty ginge in the winter time and then lightens up in the summer.
you're watching this, how's it going, guys?
Oregon.
Have a good day today.
I like
Hope it's
Oregon.
going well and hope it continues to go well. Let's go ahead and talk about the Demapetizer. If you ask people if there was a story in these shows, the many people who have been analyzing these shows for lore will tell you that the storyline they were trying to tell throughout these 6 is Tyler versus Blurryface.
This
Tyler
is the
versus
main
insecurities, the Banditos
punchline to
versus
everything
Bishop,
we've been
all through
leading up to
Tyler,
today,
because of how the
watching
game would fluctuate.
these
Similar
live
to
streams.
how mental health works, and how there are days where you are just beaten up and your blurry face becomes stronger and has more power over you. There are days where you're fine, that blurry paint becomes less, and it's just around one part of you. And there are days where you just feel and you know it's there, but it's not enough to bother you or really ruin your day. A lot of people say that that's what Tyler's shirt was a reflection of, is just his battle with his own
Yeah,
mental health
the battle
throughout
back and
all
forth
of these
between
events, especially
Blurryface
because
and
the
Tyler.
First couple shows, gonna be honest, they had a lot of issues technical wise, whether that be with the cryogenics person electrocuting Tyler, whether that be with the backing tracks not working, whether that be the power going out and everyone having to leave the stage. They could not
Wait, Tyler got electrocuted on stage? Is that what I heard?
break in show 2 and 3, and I felt
What?
really, really bad. But 21 Pilots, that's just their thing. That's their live band, and they communicate through Tyler. Maybe the blurry face paint on his shirt was signaling, yeah, no, I'm just having the war with my insecurities right now. And really, this is where we're going with the next 21 Pilot album, considering we've already seen the thing in the outside music video with Tyler seizing the empty vessel of Keon's, because Keon's is now an empty vessel because he's been murdered to death by the bishops. So she's
Murdered to
Tyler
death.
sees Keon's and
That's-
boom, set Team on fire from the inside. And at the end, the outside music video.
No more
presumably, Tyler
cryo?
and Josh
What cryo, is that the like steam jets that are flaring up during the stage during the performance? Is that what it is? Someone had a video, you can hear him saying, "I'm getting electrocuted up here." What? That's freaking nuts. Tyler getting electrocuted on stage by cryo. Did you know that? Tyler was getting electrocuted on stage? What are your thoughts, Julia?
I wasn't even listening.
Tyler got electrocuted on stage.
Fake?
No, real.
Why?
Cryo is the air jets. It was an accident. He was getting electrocuted during the show. That's crazy.
Where's the video?
I'll have to find it. I don't know if he actually got electrocuted. I thought he was kind of joking. I guess he was pissed off. The backing vocals weren't working and the cryogenics were not working properly. Yeah, send it to me, Taco Cat.
Straight to Dima to overthrow the
That's
bishop, or
so
at least
interesting.
Try to, and maybe between the events of the outside music venue where we are today, the bishops have gotten the fire under control.
I don't know
They've
why I
regained
haven't
their
done that
bearings, and
before.
they're like, oh, we probably should stop Tyler, considering he's the only live vessel who's able to be seen. As we know that from the glowing red eyes in the stressed out music video.
Also,
It's
everyone,
very
please
local, and that
subscribe.
has been confirmed by Mark from Real Bear Media, as
Please
well as from
subscribe.
Tyler as well. So presumably, the
Yeah,
bishops
please find the
take over
clip.
Tyler,
That's
and
so
the floor
bizarre.
we're seeing decorate specifically darker
So yeah,
tone.
basically,
Termination page showing up on dma.org.in.
welcome,
/ all those
welcome,
numbers that were going
Jeffer
to the 2nd
Blue.
anniversary of Blurryface doing the name of the record, scale nicely, and all this. A lot of people are anticipating that we're due for some Clancy letters sometime soon, which will explain the events of what immediately happens after the outside, which will explain what happens during the AC tour, and maybe go more in depth about the battle of Clancy versus the bishops being seized, like we see that Clancy talk about in the latest one we have, talking about the blood red vision, the out-body experiences, and the red and rider in the
Dang.
river, which is Nico, as we know. Now, something I wanted to discuss the red contacts. However, my big thing against this idea is that we still had streams through Instagram, through TikTok, through other means, and Tyler, I'm pretty sure, is pretty well aware of that because these images fly around the click. The videos goes, they circulate.
Oh my
everywhere.
gosh,
We
yeah.
get this
As soon as something happens on a live stream or a live show of 21 Pilots, literally all over Twitter, all over Instagram, all over YouTube, like people post photos everywhere. It's crazy. They can't get away with anything, and as soon as they do something new, it's all over the place.
footage without an official stream. So there would be no reason for Tyler Joseph to tune everything down because we would have ways to get this.
Thank you,
information
Dylan.
anyway. And of course, what about the idea?
I really appreciate it. We're entering the purple era, as you can tell. Hopefully a purple era actually does follow because I've doubled down on this purple era thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm pretty confident. I'm very confident that it's going to be a thing, but if it doesn't, if for whatever reason it's not a purple era, that'd be really funny. Live Key Music, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. We're almost done with this live stream. We have just like 1 or 2 videos left. Ignore this. We're not going through 24 videos, but yeah.
There was just a very cruel April Fool's Day prank, and that he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna put it in the show. I'm just gonna put it in the show. There's April Fool's Day, or it's nothing at all, which I know plans them Metallica on the same stage later on. Very weird. But you have people that were like, yeah, it's festival. It really doesn't count. It just falls in this weird mouth, and we'll just point out things like, yeah, this one shirt I wore.
Purple orange. That'd be interesting, Kobo. I can see that, honestly. I think My Blood has like a purple orange aesthetic, but also it's like a Halloween song. Like they full on embrace the Halloween vibes with this the Icy tour. They were like, they had these like orange pumpkin heads and purple skies. It was actually really cool. Also Heathens kind of had a purple green vibe to it.
The festival, yeah, no, that meant nothing all along. I just let people go along with it. Oh, this shoe, I just like these shoes, and I just wore it one day.
All right, I think that's enough of that one. Oh,
because it's the only way his death makes sense.
Let's see.
Okay, so you probably want a little bit more than that. To me, because it's the only way his death makes sense. Okay, so you probably want a little bit more than that. To me, Keon's has always been the most interesting bishop from the bunch. Sure, Nico's right there, but Keon's is the polar opposite because we know from Clancy's letters that Keon's is warm, gentle, unwavering, and forthright. Where people who live in this district are
just
happy
Nico,
to be
but
there.
rather
They're proud
all the
to serve compared to
bishops.
the other districts with their bishops,
How
where they
Demon
rule
controls
with an
assist.
iron
This is
fist.
one of the
We
videos
see
I wanted
Keon's
to
gentleness
watch,
when
and then
going out
these
into
two
the trench to bring
specifically.
Clancy back to Dima, because Keon's embraces Clancy, saying, "Child, let's go home." Compare this to Nico's, I'm just gonna ride it on my horse. Smear you, am going to drag you back to Dima if I have to. Keon's way more gentle approach than that, which makes his death in the outside music video even more strange.
Fearless
Keon's
Concern, thank you so much for joining. I know it's kind of, we've kind of meandered a little bit back and forth as I'm just like absorbing all this information, but thank you so much for joining. Make a video, I'll plug it, I'll promote it, I'll watch it. I love your perspective. So waiting for that video. Thank you everybody for watching. We're going to continue with a couple more videos and we're going to cut it probably like 15, 20 minutes. What? Oh, okay. Julia's getting food. Oh no, we're at an hour 30 right now. Julia, say hi real fast.
Hi.
To the new people. This is my wife, Julia. We just got married about 2 weeks ago. And we're now back. And she's been working in the background as I... His face. Let's get him off. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, she's been working in the background. Show off your ring. Where's your ring at?
Oh, this is really dirty.
Wait, here.
There's hair on it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, here. Here, you have to hold it in front of my face. There. Oh, it's there.
Oh, there we go.
So it's like a cigar band. It's like a thick band. Anyway.
I'll separate them so you can see. Like it's. Oh my gosh, Jacob. They don't care.
Anyway, so also Tyler did not come to our wedding. He was busy doing the festival stuff. But also, I'll update you guys if he sends us anything or anything like that. Fueled by Ramen sends us something. We'll definitely check it out. All right.
And to me, it doesn't make sense.
This isn't really like related to the festival shows, but we are gonna watch Patience videos here. These are really good. Patience has the least subscribers of the people we've been talking about today, but their quality of content is awesome in terms of like breakdowns and theories and like the way that she connects feng shui. Really cool. They're awesome. Definitely check them out. Super cool content. So this is the defib. We've seen this a couple times.
Okay, you guys, you know I have to start this video out with a little bit of gloating, a little bit of I told you so. Look at what just happened. I have been talking about this since the beginning. This story is about death and resurrection. It is about creation from destruction.
This
We
video is
just
sick.
watched somebody die and come back to life. Wow. Anyway, we just watched Tyler being completely taken over by the bishops to the point that the blurry face paint was creeping from his neck all the way down the shoulders and chest of his shirt. He died, and then, just like that, he's resuscitated with a giant grin on his face. It's like watching Keon's die and be brought back to life all over again. But this wasn't Keon's. This was Tyler's body. Only he wasn't in possession. Blurryface was. And if Blurryface is a conglomeration of all the bishops into one, that means we watched all the bishops die during Heavy Dirty Soul, the same way they were beat up during the live stream. And then, bam, the body is back to life. The last time we saw a body come back to life like that, the person who was in control wasn't the bishop from before. No, it was Tyler.
Tyler.
So essentially, we just watched Tyler take over control from every one of the bishops. Back in control, no Mashadi takes on a whole new meaning. First, in the Icy Tour, we had the Message Man ritual and watched Blurryface take over. Now, we have a new ritual, one kind of like what we saw in the outside. Do you guys remember me talking about all the times we've seen Tyler cover his eyes and shake his head?
This is crazy.
Well, guess what happened before the death and rebirth we just saw? That's right, he did it again. This time while singing I Plan My Escape during Chlorine. When he's covering his eyes, shaking his head, is that us seeing the real Tyler on the inside trying to get out? Is he being held back by covering his eyes? We have so much to unpack here. And
my volume is max. If you want to let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to boost the levels just a little bit. Let's try that.
this is just the beginning. We are going to get so many hints. We are edging closer and closer to that destruction, which becomes.
I'm just not going to talk as much during this video. So just, I guess, turn up the volume on your device, and then just listen to her dialogue.
Creation. That death that becomes a birth. Just like the caterpillar dies and morphs to become the butterfly, Tyler, Clancy, the people of Dima are all meeting a point of destruction in order to finally escape the hell of mental illness and start on the new path. Just like the logo shows us two paths, with the third allowing one to cross from one to the other, we are seeing the obstacles in the middle being destroyed to allow a crossing over from the current timeline and cycle we've been stuck in to the next. I think it's fair to say that what is coming next is not going to
Welcome
be easy
from
or fun.
Uruguay.
The fact of the matter is, like I've been saying for a long time now, the only way we are going to get this creation, this new life, is through destruction, through death. The bishops are going to die. Dima is going to be destroyed. But a great sacrifice is going to have to happen in turn. Whether it's in Tyler or in Clancy, we have a Christ figure in this story. Now, obviously Clancy is the fictional character capable of death in this situation. But we've already seen him die in a sort of way. We've
This
already
is
gotten
so
the
cool.
message that he's dead, or at least that he's going to die. But even so, as a Christ figure, he will also need to come again.
Anyone watch Chronicles of Narnia or read the books? They're so good. I'm so nostalgic for these movies. At least the first one. And the second one too. I think they kind of like dipped off towards the end and they kind of stopped making them, but these movies are sick.
So,
First
it
one.
will be worth that loss that
Especially.
a lot of us have been in denial of. But Christ didn't just die and come back to life in the Christian story. When he resurrected, it wasn't long before he went up to heaven and he was gone for good. Since we've seen Clancy's death, and we've seen him come back now too, that only leaves one part of the story left to see. Clancy is going to leave. I know I told you guys he represents hope in this story, and obviously we don't want hope to leave for good. But the thing is that Clancy specifically was hope in the midst of darkness and depression. Now that darkness and depression is being destroyed, so where does that leave Clancy? Hard truth. We don't need him. We don't need that character to hope anymore. When he's sacrificed or sacrifices himself in the future, he knew it too. We don't need Clancy in the midst of a darkness that has been destroyed. No. Instead, we have created a new hope, one that we are in control of, one we don't need to rely on anyone else to have. Clancy has given that power to each of us as individuals. He leaves a lot, it's true. This time, we're all leaving the city, and we're leaving the remnants of that cycle we destroyed behind. Tyler created that world to feel some control, and now he doesn't need it anymore. Those letters, those albums, are always going to be around for us.
This is the part I really wanted to underline, because Tyler used Dima as a way to cope with everything, but I think he is done using it. He doesn't need Dima to process as much anymore, but he's given it to us to utilize this story in a way that he used to, and so Clancy / Tyler is now moving on from this world and removing himself from this world. Noah, have a great time in your next class. Tune in. I'm going to leave this stream up. You can tune in and watch it later. But thank you so much for tuning in as long as you did. And Bella, too. You've been around for a long time. Bully Jean, you've been around for a long time. Thank you guys for sticking around for the majority of this stream.
Anymore. Those letters, those albums, are always going to be around for us. We will always be able to use them, and we will always have Clancy. But Tyler doesn't need that anymore, at least not all the time. And someday, neither will we. That's just the curse of Clancy's character. He was never created to exist forever. He was always going to be the sacrificial lamb, and when his sacrifice was over,
Matrix.
he would have a better place to go. Clancy is going to become something greater, something transfigured, just like I talked about before. He isn't going to be hope in the midst of darkness anymore. No. He's going to be the hope that always exists in our hearts, no matter if we are in Dima or Trench or beyond. That's the fulfillment of our Christ figure, a transfigured, better version of hope. Just like the butterfly, it's a caterpillar that all it can do is crawl. And then, eventually, it's transfigured, and it can fly.
Also, this video is really good.
All
All right.
So
Last main video that I wanted to go over, and then we might do one after. Let's but this is definitely the last video. So yeah, actually I'm gonna say this is the last video, and I'm gonna have recommended viewings for after this video that you guys should watch. But this video is super good. I wanted to highlight this. And yes, in terms of, I think someone asked, can you link all the YouTubers you're watching so we can check it out later? I'm going to post them each in a pinned comment. Excuse me. And after this is over. But if you want, here, let's see. Oops. Let's see. Also, thank you everyone for watching today. I really appreciate all your interactions and support. Okay, so we have JL Anderson Music. We watched him second. And I'm going to go ahead and comment this in the pin. Also, can you guys hear music right now? Asking you guys in the chat. Can you guys hear music right now? It's oh, it is. Yeah, it is playing. Weird. Okay. Okay, wait, hold on. Why aren't comments enabled? Okay, so JL Anderson, I just posted. Got him in there. Then we have Dima. Just posted them in there. And then we have Patience. We have them in there. So check them all out. All great creators in the 21 Pilots fan base. Please, please, please subscribe to all of them. Check out their videos. They have way more than what I'm sharing. I will show recommended videos from each of them after we finish this video that I recommend that you should watch. Provide your support, your watch time, your views, subscriptions. Check each and every one of them out because they are seriously great. Yes, it is awkward elevator music. It's like lo-fi elevator beats. I love it. All right, so we're gonna finish up this video. If we can go back here.
Clancy says that it.
Last
Alright,
video.
So people have been going pretty nuts over Tyler's
Thank you,
shirt
Robert.
festivals. So let's talk about it.
I'm gonna speed it up a little bit.
As you can see, the black paint that represents Tyler's insecurities, aka the bishops, aka blurry face, having control over him and holding him back.
I love this.
Usually
This is
there
so
are
fun.
hairs on Tyler's neck and hands, representing the parts of his body he uses to create, his voice to sing, and his hands to play the piano and other instruments, as well as to write. But now, the black has begun to seep into his shirt. It's covering his shoulders and his chest, where his heart is.
Thank you, Bella.
Tyler and or Clancy.
Thank you,
is shown
CP.
being marked by
Thank you,
this black
Robert,
paint
for
in the jumpsuit
subscribing to
video.
all those people.
In one of
Yeah,
his letters,
CP,
Clancy
lo-fi is
describes
great.
its effects. Essentially, the black paint causes obedience to the bishops, but over time, the paint fades away. Clancy says that at first, when he would see someone smeared in this way, their eyes would be bright with hope. But as their memories of the outside, trench, disappeared with the black paint, that brightness and that hope disappeared too. Clancy's letter says that as the smearing fades, so do their memories of the outside. It's a process. The black paint controls them, but they still remember. But over time, the smearing takes effect until all hope is gone. The paint may fade with the memories, but the hopelessness remains. The forgetting of the outside is what causes that cycle. That sense of time travel we have, of different dimensions, is truly the result of a sort of amnesia. They go out, they remember the outside and have bright eyes as they're dragged back into Dima, then they forget. The smearing fades and takes their memories and hope with it. They go out again, then they are smeared, and it all starts over.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like major depression or mental illness. That's what Dima represents, after all. While you first begin your illness, you'd still remember what it's like to be healthy. But the
Dylan, I'll
longer you're
check out
depressed,
his
the
channel
more you
after this
forget
video.
what happiness feels like, and the more hopeless you become. Tyler said that the paint represents his insecurities.
Julia's
but
back
it's
with some
definitely
snacks.
More complicated than that. Blurryface is taking over his entire body now, not just his neck and hands. Why is it spreading? Well, the difference is that Tyler is allowing it to happen. He's accepting it. Think about it. He was fully in control when he stuck his hands in that bowl of paint. He voluntarily, purposely exposed himself to the smearing paint and allowed Blurryface / the bishops to take over. That's so important. This is all about him accepting his insecurities, his depression, everything the bishops represent. In doing so, he's opening the door for him to be the one in control. It was the denial, the resistance, the desire and attempts to run away from his problems that gave the bishops control over Tyler. As I said in my previous video, the Psy era was all about denial. And look at that.
Yep.
It's also the era in which the bishops have had the most control over Tyler and over Clancy.
Yep.
Now
Denial.
we are entering a new
It's
era.
the denial era.
Blurryface is still there, and the signs of him aren't fading. They're spreading over Tyler, who is the vessel. Tyler is destroying his insecurities, not by avoiding them or denying them. He's embracing them, maybe even loving them. And that's how he creates. Tyler's music is creation coming from the destruction the bishops bring. He's taking his pain and making it into something beautiful. In Holding On To You, Tyler says, I fought it a lot, and it seems a lot like flesh is all I've got. Not anymore. Flesh out the door. SWAT.
SWAT.
It's like, in fighting, Tyler felt he lost himself. He was just a shell, a body, flesh walking around while someone else, something else, was in control.
Ooh,
But
got
not anymore.
shivers.
He's done fighting. He's taking over his body, and he's back in control.
Look how sunburned
He
I
says,
am.
You should take my life, you should take my soul to someone else. But in reality, by doing so, he's the one taking the pilot seat. Now, here's the question. What is going to happen to that paint over time? If it fades, will it be replaced by something else? If it fades, will hope disappear with it? Could that hope perhaps be the hope that Clancy represents? Hope in the midst of depression? Is this a visual representation of Clancy's so-called death after all? There are many more questions we do.
Cool. So that's pretty much everything. Yeah, crazy. So basically, to recap the live shows, what I've gathered so far is that one, it's further communicating control of Tyler back and forth, battling for his sanity and control of his body and everything like that. And two, it's setting up the fact that Blurryface is going to be super present in the live, the new streams. Sorry, why do I keep saying live streams? He's going to be super present in the next era as he continues to battle with Blurryface. Will they come to a truce? Will he win? Will the bishops be able to restart the cycle? And it's all over again. They basically are like, all right, this universe is screwed. We've lost Keons. We're gonna restart the cycle, restart the universe. We're gonna reboot it. So that's basically how it's gonna go. Now I do want to check out Jail Anderson music, because apparently he's been uploading videos, and there might be, oh my gosh, he just uploaded a video on a DMA.org website update. But before that, I'm gonna actually quickly use a restroom break. So I'm gonna be back in like 2 minutes. Stay tuned. We're gonna go over this video because apparently this could have lasting implications. No one leave. I'll know if you left. I will be right back. Don't move. All right. Thanks for your patience. We are back. And no one left. Wow. We didn't dip a single person. Thank you, guys. You guys are the MVPs of this stream. All right. Dima, I personally believe that the truce will be the restart. The sun will rise and we will try again. Ooh. Chills. Okay. So I agree with that sentiment. I really think that that is going to be prevalent. Also, going on what you said, you will die, but now your life is free. Take pride in what is sure to die. Take pride in what ends. End of an era, maybe. Yeah. All true. Okay, last video we're going to watch, and then I'm going to recommend a couple videos to you guys as like external or additional reading like you would get in like what you get in like school or class. Some external additional reading. All right, here we go.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day's going well, and hope it continues to go well. Nothing updated yet. I just want to start with that. Don't want to scare you. Nothing on DMA.org has updated yet. However, there is many a speculation that something will happen today within the...
This is what we were talking about earlier.
Because of what today is. 2 years ago is the official start of the Scalamancy era, at least in my head, because we had
Dima.
the Clancy files get terminated.
That's awesome.
It was locked down for a little, almost close to a full year. We had the account termination page. We had Blurryface also tweeting, the name of the record is Scalamancy. And I made my first 21 pilot video, which led into all of this going to the channel. But many people are speculating that today will be an update to celebrate that anniversary, because 21 pilots have uploaded journals where they signify other events. Like, if you take a look at the Clancy files, you have a file that is for Tyler's birthday, Josh's birthday, celebrations and releases such as self-titled, such as Regional Best, Blurryface. You had some letters that came out in correlation with music videos, such as Jumpsuit, such as Chlorine, where we got the final journal of the Scalamancy era, not Scalamancy, the Trench era, and then for the outside music video, we got the final letter of the Scalamancy era in correlation with that music video. And this is all simply speculation. We are just going off of what 20 Pilots have done in the past, which I know I say, I'm one of the people that says 20 Pilots don't do things the same twice. Like, probably they're not going to do the resaturation thing or desaturation
of the banner.
And mess with that. Probably won't return to it. However, with the DMA.org stuff, they have the history of doing things in correlation with other things. So, there's the possibility there could be something today. However, there's equal to the possibility that it couldn't be nothing today after all. The boys just got done with their 6-show run in South America and Mexico, the Dematizer, as I have coined it.
We didn't watch that video either.
I don't know. We'll just have to find out, and if there is something, I'll let you guys know as soon as it happens, and probably so will Dima, probably so will Stolen Potential, either here or on Instagram. And also, Stolen Potential right now is doing a live stream over on his channel. I'll put a link to that down in the description box below, because it's a great stream. But
thanks, Justin.
Guys warned, just in case something happens. Keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and oh boy, and watch out for those fake bots out there. Those fake Dima ARG people that try and convince you that they are Tyler and Josh, when in reality, they are just trolls.
Yeah, that's...
I'm going to go into work.
I'm in agreement of that.
And more importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you later.
Oh, what a wholesome guy. So, we are going to be wrapping up the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Jake with Stolen Potential. But before we actually end it, I just wanted to provide some recommended viewing from each of these creators that I've shared, because they're great. I don't want to share all of their videos because I want you to go and seek them out for yourself so we can promote and highlight them. But I do want you to watch this one here. We briefly kind of skipped through a little bit of it. It's an appetizer to the next era, the Dematizer, which we should totally coin that phrase. The festivals were a dematizer for the next era. But then this one, he came out with a video, and CP, or let's see, was it Kobo? Said that basically this album was taking place in the daytime, where Blurryface rules at the nighttime, during the nighttime, kind of what Ode to Sleep is about. So the daytime album cycle, this is what Skeleton Icy could represent, is the daytime, and then the darker elements that happens in the nighttime, if that makes sense. I mentioned that in my color wheel video as well. So that is a great video to watch for 21 Pilots. If you want additional viewing from that creator, for patience, I would personally recommend, well, we didn't get to this video, but that is a video that I would check out, because if you haven't noticed, Tyler has been wearing butterflies in on his shirts and things like that. What's up, Noah? Welcome back. And so basically that's kind of teasing the metamorphosis angle of the next era. So check out this video, and it talks more about the butterfly effect and the implications of that. And then, of course, they uploaded 3 days ago, Who is Keon's? Why did he need to die? And I have not watched this one yet. I'm going to after the stream, but maybe check that video out as well. And then in terms of Dima, I honestly, you can just search Dima and they come up. Here we go. Sleep deprived clicky. That's funny. Check out this video. I actually watched this yesterday while I was prepping the stream. And it talks about the bishops and why No Chances ties in with the lore. And it's very, very cool. Also, if you want more, The Vultures, am I right? And Vialism for Dummies. All those are great videos from Dima, who is actually in the chat right now. I swear, if I have to stay up like 1 a.m. again for quirky little Clancy letter, I'll cry. Me too. Me too. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Jake with Stone Potential. Maybe we can get Milo in here one more time. He's downstairs. Milo! If I snap. Milo! He'll come running. Here he is. He just teleported. Milo? Come here, Milo. Here. Come here. Give the treats. He's right here. Here, let's switch to this cam here. Ignore our messy space. Milo. Here, my mic. Oh, anyway, thanks for checking out our stream. Julia, say goodbye. Any parting thoughts?
Let's go have lunch.
Okay, let's go have lunch. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream. It's been really fun. I'm going to do a lot more like this with the next era as we continue to new adventures, new era, Dima org updates. Thank you so much for watching. Dima, thank you for joining. JL Anderson, I know you're not here, but thank you so much for joining. Patience, check out Patience, check out Dima, check out JL Anderson Music, check out all these great creators, because there's more than just a few of us out there. There's Dima, JL Anderson, Patience. Check them out. Subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Links below. Check out my Amazon storefront with all the items that I use to create this live stream. It's all on there. If you want lighting, video, audio, equipment, I have literally everything I use on that website. So thank you guys for watching. And as always, call somebody today. If it's a friend, family member, check on them. You may be saving their life. You have no idea. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for checking out the stream. And we'll stream very, very soon. Love you guys.